What if the relationship explodes into violence? Let's take a moment to define violence as per Merriam-Webster. The third definition of violence is an intense, turbulent, or furious and often destructive action or force. The violence of the storm, a vehement feeling or expression, and a clashing or jarring quality. While the relationship with girlfriend number five was not physically violent, she had a way of expressing herself with vehement feelings. So much so that I had to call a disinterested third party to get her ass back in check. Yes, I called the police. Being a single middle aged white man and having experienced many friends being put in jail falsely accused of domestic violence, I felt at that moment I needed to get this situation under control. Several events preceding this night foreshadowed this particular evening, but I ignored them because I wanted so badly to love girlfriend number five without conditions. I chose to ignore them. I allowed myself in that situation. It was my decision. Where it stands now, I can say that I still love girlfriend number five. I love her from an arm's distance. I love her the way I love most of humanity. We are all ignorant humans trying to make our way in life. Today, I cannot allow myself to be in her life. This type of relationship will kill you, or at a minimum, some part of you. We as humans have a way of trading our souls with the devil for those things that might bring us happiness. I am not comparing girlfriend number five to the devil. Quite the contrary. She may have saved my life. If it weren't for my experience, I might have never learned those lessons that were required to be learned. I'm a glutton for punishment, and I'll share a few more stories to prove that I love getting my ass kicked. Before girlfriend number five, I was married for 5 years, a relatively short marriage in the scope of things. However, I dated my then fiance for 3 years. Before meeting wife number one, I considered myself to be successful. In May of 2010, I closed escrow on a 2 bedroom, 2 bath condominium in La Habra, California. I had a successful career as a consultant in the IT field, and I was teaching part time at a local high school. Yes, I am accredited to teach high school. I felt healthy and fit mentally and physical, and at 38, I felt like I was on top of the world. Relationships with family and friends are strong. I finally felt like life was going my way. I could travel, and I had 2 cars in the garage, a roof over my head, and food in my belly. I met my now ex wife at a funeral of all things. I know, like a scene out of Wedding Crashers. However, neither my ex wife nor I were directly related to the dead guy in the casket. Rinse, lather, and repeat. Those crazy cardinal colored glasses blinded me to my ignorance. Wife number one was different from the previous relationships in my life. She had a good resume, owned her own home, which later turned out to be untrue. Maybe I'll elaborate on that one later. Was educated, held a degree, drove a nice car, and was a flight attendant for one of those major airlines. At our age, it's no surprise that she was divorced from a previous marriage and had no children. Okay, so she checks most of the boxes. Maybe this one won't drain me emotionally. In chapter 1, I mentioned that I subscribe to the happy wife, happy life mantra. Again, I repeat, it is bullshit. In the wake of this relationship, I sold myself out to the devil.